this morning I woke up with a feeling that something good is about to happen.
And yes, definitely. It's already happening here on Wake Up Nigeria. Just in case you're only just waking up, this is what you're waking up to. No doubt you guys have missed all of us, all the goodness and goodies that we have lined up for you today. All specifically designed just for you. Every single morning we bring that invitation to you and make sure that you are the ones that accept us into your houses. Thank you very much.
Of course, it's an invitation to join us on the most watched and most talked about breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria. And yes, there is so much to look forward to.
As every single day we come with a positive perspective, and it gets quite infectious, quite frankly, and rubs off on everybody who, well, keeps a date with us here. Good morning to every single person there. Welcome to the show. Now, we aren't just here alone. We're going to be having Mike with us. He's going to be joining us, so you guys are going to be having some fun with us as we go about all of that.
Of course. My name is Koche.
And my name is Mazino Appeal. Stream the show live at tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook as well at TVC Connect.
You could also send in your comments across all our social media platforms at TVC Connect. Another alternative is to download our app and watch us directly from anywhere in the world.
Yes, you can also download on both Android and iOS. And while you're doing that, my account number is 0001980.
Is that your real account number for real?
Yeah, it is. It is my real account number. If Davido can do it, so can I, can't I?
Don't do that. Don't play Davido on us this morning. Guys, we also implore you to follow us on all our social media platforms. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I think I said that earlier on. Well, I'm going to say it again, so
girl.
That it sticks. So that it sticks. Anyway, let's move on to what we have lined up for today.
Yes, indeed. So kicking off the show today, we have a book chat that you're going to be very interested in. And our book for review is titled Loud Whispers, Just Because by Joseph Edgar, a man likened to the legendary musician Fela Anikulapo Kuti. Edgar is an investment banker and, well, he delved into the arts, producing stage plays with iconic players like Ali Baba, Patrick Doyle, Yemi Shodimu, amongst many others. He'll be joining us to talk about his book as it pokes a finger at every societal issue that we might be going through.
And next up on Arts Display, we will be joined by self-taught visual artist Karim Ayomide. He'll be joining us to display some of his works, and we can't wait to see it. With all that interesting lineup, guys, you watching us at home, you better not sleep on us. Do not sleep on us.
0001980.
Hey, calm down, Oga.
2088257880.
I have something to tell
2088257880.
Might be coming
please
down.
don't watch said any monies.
It starts with Z. You have something? Don't say.
So after a long hiatus from the gym, I went yesterday.
Ah.
Yes.
You went to the gym yesterday?
I went to the gym yesterday.
I noticed there was a bit of buffness.
When you were getting
yes, there is.
MM came in like this morning.
But the ladies go to the gym to be buff. I'm thinking that maybe she goes for another.
Squats and stuff,
maybe there. Yeah.
She's came like this.
In a circle.
I'm about to suffocate all of you on this set.
Okay, so you went to the gym?
Yes, I went to the gym, and then, so the gym, me going to the gym is not the interesting part of this gist. It's the fact that when I got home yesterday, I had a big bowl of semo.
I can't with you. I'm done with you.
You see,
what's the point, girl?
You wonder what time it was?
What?
10 p.m.
There's so many people miss, yeah? What you do when it comes to the gym and hypertrophy and all of that and losing weight and all that, what you do in the gym is not as important as what you do after. Yes, because your muscles are built not when you're in the gym, they're built when you are sleeping, when you're resting.
What actually happens is you tear them down,
the muscles,
and then it builds back.
Yeah. And then you're also losing calories. So I can imagine how many more calories that I have replenished after eating that semo last night.
If you're going to go to the gym and all of that, one very important, your diet is extremely very important.
Yeah, it is.
And I had to take a break for like 2-3 weeks because of
we know what happened to you and the girl.
No, that one passed. That one passed. But I'm just saying that your diet is very important.
Yes,
if you're going to burn something, you need to
So
pack up
what
some
I
things.
do is
Yes,
I
it
actually
is.
start by changing my diet before hitting the gym. So
Okay.
I changed my diet like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
Yesterday it took a toll on me because the lack of regular, sugars,
Sugar, yeah, in your
instant
body,
sugar,
yeah.
Sugar in the
started to
body.
slow me down a bit. So when I left here yesterday, I had to pack in some ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Boom,
so
and
no,
then I was a bit
Yeah,
revived.
you also need to be careful so they don't have
I know.
hypoglycemia.
I know,
Especially
I
because
know.
of your
Someone said,
condition.
I couldn't help it.
someone said, I was talking to a friend and she said she has a sugar rush. That what happens is that whenever she has a sugar rush, it seems like she's high. And she said, yeah, so she has sugar rush. You know, it comes in once in a while.
It happens to me.
I've never felt what it like.
Just reminds me of the
to
song.
have a sugar rush.
Watermelon sugar.
You know, but you've had sugar rush, yeah?
I always
when
do.
you just come poof and then you just
If I come in here
I
really
need
excited,
a sugar rush right now.
you got me, girl. Stop.
what do you do?
Let's do the weather before we take this show to another totally different one. We'll be
telling
right
you.
back. You're welcome. Thursday edition here. Let's begin with the news. My name is Mazino Appeal. Now we begin with the sad story in Lagos, where barely 16 days after a 21-story building collapsed in Ikwe area of the state, another building has caved in at Sunnyfield Flour Mills Estate in Magwa area of Badagry. Now, according to the Lagos State Fire and Rescue Service Badagry Station, 5 persons from the under-construction building have been rescued, while efforts are ongoing to rescue an unspecified number of persons trapped under the rubble. The victims, who are mainly construction workers, were rescued with varying degrees of injuries but in stable condition. They have now been taken to nearby hospitals for treatment. However, 4 adult males were confirmed dead. From Lagos, let's move to Abuja, where the Federal Executive Council has approved a draft bill for the establishment of a Federal University of Health Sciences in Otukpo, Benue State. Also, among other approvals given was the enactment of the Civil Defense Corrections Fire Immigration Service Board, Bill 2021, and consequent repeal of the Immigration and Prison Service Board Act, Caption 12, Law of the Federation of Nigeria 2004. The FCT Minister Mohammed Musa Bello also obtained approval for the procurement of a light-duty towing truck, including a 10-ton crane attachment for the Directorate of Road Traffic Services under the Federal Capital Territory Administration.
University of Health Sciences was approved and is to be sited in Otukpo, Benue State. Federal University of Health Sciences to be sited in Otukpo, Benue State.
On behalf of the Ministry of Interior, I present a memo to the Federal Executive Council seeking approval for a bill for an act to repeal the Immigration and Prison Services Board, Act Cap 12, Law of the Federation of Nigeria, LFN, 2004.
Council, the first was to appoint the consultant to undertake the supervision consultancy for the construction of the Bodo-Borneo Road and Bridge, which was previously awarded by Council. So we now have a consultant helping to supervise what the contractor is doing. The supervision consultancy was awarded at the sum of 895 million. 250,000 Naira to a group called Pearl Consultants.
Now, outside Nigeria, Australian police are hopeful of an imminent breakthrough in the case of missing 3-year-old William Tyrrell, who disappeared 7 years ago. The New South Wales Premier, the New South Wales Premier, Dominic Peruzzi, said that the signs and reporting coming from the police investigation were very encouraging and police were doing a phenomenal job. He was commenting after the police revealed they had seized a car linked to the case as part of their investigation. The grey Mazda was seized from a home in Gimea in Sydney South under a coroner order on 9th of November. It's undergoing extensive forensic examination, which could take weeks, they say. Williams went missing while wearing his Spider-Man suit and playing at the foster grandmother's home in 2014. In a case that has attracted the national attention, it's the 3rd day of a renewed search for the remains of the boy, with officers combing the mid-north coast properly and the property where he was also last seen.
As it's an ongoing investigation and as things unfold daily, it'd be inappropriate for me to talk too much about that this morning, but we'll certainly release information on the investigation as it's appropriate. But can I say the New South Wales Police will not stop until such time as we've investigated every possible lead.
And it's time to review the front page newspaper headlines. And first off, we start with the Nigerian Tribune. On World Bank, food inflation could push 6 million more Nigerians into poverty. And poverty rates to hit 42.8%. And Nigeria witnessed high surge in food price inflation in 2 decades. And finally, food insecurity may have long-run consequences for human capital. And that's it on the cover of the Nigerian Tribune. Next up, we move on to the Vanguard newspaper. On the front page, making the headlines here, we have household food security under threat in Nigeria, says World Bank. Suggests policy options, says high food prices would push 6 million more Nigerians into poverty. Reports contradict NBC inflation data. An impact of COVID-19 and security floods severe. And finally, 6 million more Nigerians going into poverty. It's a wake-up call, says World Bank country director. And that's it on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. Next up, we move on to the Daily Sun. And making the headlines here, we have secessionist agitation threats to food security, says Delta government. And security condones off-roads to APC headquarters. Movements to deny protesters access to party office. And that's it on the cover of the Daily Sun newspaper. And that's it on the front page review. Next up, we move on to some facts.
She went to the gym, so I had to check all that muscle.
If I punch you, you would fall down.
Welcome, guys.
Just one day, I want to start punching. One day.
Oh boy. Okay.
Imagine.
So
208882570. That's how I started today.
Listen, yeah. Everybody's been talking about it. We know you've been talking about it. You're talking about it on your way to work. You're talking about it while you're at home with your husbands or your wives or everybody in there. Davido broke Instagram yesterday, practically, when he asked for birthday monies. He asked people to just donate. If I've made you a hit, please just send me money for my birthday. I think that he was actually referencing people who he had collaborated with on tracks that have made them.
That's what he said.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
what he said. If I've given you, when he started, said, if I've given you a hit, and it didn't. I was following the stories, and it didn't seem like he was so very serious.
No,
he just
it was
started that
a
way.
It was actually a joke.
And then when I started going, he said, "Okay, I want to clear my Rolls Royce." I think that one was just, and all of that, and it just blew.
I think he was surprised at it.
He was surprised at it.
Yeah.
In 3 hours, he had already got close to the 100 million target, and then he pushed it up to 200. I said the last night, early this morning, it was over 140 million.
Yeah.
And it also, there are different things to this. Why did people give? What are the reasons that made different people give different things? I mean, we saw people give 1,000. People gave 5,000.
As little as.
And then
we saw regular people actually, regular fans give as much as 1.6 million naira in person.
And then we had Otedola.
500 naira.
You can. I guess you can. I believe people did that.
Yeah,
it's
people did that.
Mind.
People did
yes.
that.
Well,
and they had someone like Otedola, even video call, and he did not disclose the amount. About 2 or 3 people he did not disclose for Obi Cubana. He didn't disclose for Otedola. And I know he said, look, this is what they said. Alarm.
Who?
Black Bones.
Oh, okay.
Black Bones. Alarms and all of that.
Now, the thing is, you said something about I can't remember how you put it, but my question is, what's the relevance of it? Because there are certain social issues that you have to ask yourself how this pertains to. And the question is, we've had instances in the past where people have requested for monies because they wanted to save their lives. And it's taking them like 2-3 weeks or months to actually gather. Maybe something as little as 5 million naira to go to India and have a kidney transplant and all that kind of thing. I had a friend who actually passed because he couldn't get that amount.
Raise the amount that was needed.
Here is one person who obviously has the might already, but
people are still sending.
Like, I'm going to send you more money. I don't know what he's going to do with the money, but let him surprise me by doing something charitable. That's
I don't agree with that. I have seen, what I'm saying? I don't agree with that one.
From the Big Brother reality show, I have seen people come forward to give Because whether you're a winner, whether you're not, we see their fans. I call them fanatics, actually.
Fans.
I call them fanatics.
Or bankrollers.
I mean, these people literally, I mean, Maria a few days ago, or sometime last week or so, she got a room filled with gifts. So, if you have the money, give. I'm not going to say, oh, no, don't give. Whatever you feel the need to give to, whether it is to somebody's sake or does you just feel the need to give to somebody who you feel needs more money, it's your money. How you choose to spend it.
I'm with you on that.
that one is cool. The concept here, we're talking about how does this impact society. What makes people give?
Yeah.
Value.
Value on them or
value from whatever they are giving to. What value did they get from that your friend who was sick, who passed on? Did they get value from him? What value did they get from Davido? So people give proportionally in relation to the value they get from whatever they want or whatever they give to.
Well, are you placing a value on people's lives?
Yeah.
So that's
you and I had a friend or a colleague.
Yes, a colleague.
I think that your friends is just a one-off issue because I've also seen cases where people really donate to life-saving
that's what I'm saying.
I don't want to get emotional here about this guy, but the fact is that this person was a very big radio personality in Abuja. Now, this is not even Lagos. This is Abuja where you don't have the competition of radio stations scrapping for each other for people's attention. This is one person who made everybody's morning a big deal in Abuja. And in Abuja where you have the affluent living, you'd expect that if I came forward and said, this is what I'm suffering, you're going to help me.
People come forward for it. So like I said, it's all about value. First of all, Davido has not just the entertainment value, he also has the financial value which he gives to people. A number of those people who gave to him are people that he is their benefactor. A number of them. I mean, he first of all was calling out people like Peruzzi. That when they send the money, I mean, someone like Lati, really.
Nas boy.
When he said they were like, you. Now what I get now, you understand? So it was more or less like, hey, let me just see how people appreciate me. And then people went far and above. And then I just want to say something with this one, which is very important. Look, you know, people now start, which kind of friends I get, or which kind of friends I get. You have to start somewhere. I will start somewhere. I will do something, no matter how small. I've asked Mazido, send your account. Send your
account number.
Put your account number.
So far we have focused on
put your account number. Put your account number.
We have not focused on this person. So Davido has also made an impact in the lives of these people, which is quite important. So if you're asking for me to send you money, what impact have you made in?
That's what I'm not asking for you. I want to send people number.
It's after the G.
Have you sent me?
Oh yeah.
Mike,
Mike, don't talk too much, Mike. I've sent you my account number.
Have you fed
but you see, the
I just sent you 1.5.
That is a big lie. Nothing has come. But the thing is,
I will send now.
Send it, Mike, and I'm going to show everybody.
Yeah, I'll send it down.
Start with a G, eh?
I'll send it down.
So another thing that I really
this phone. All of you should calm down,
Mike, you still owe me my creams pasta. You haven't given it to me. Tomorrow now you come and ask me for money.
Another value.
Respect me now, you're talking of value.
Another value that this has brought is the fact that brands have begun to jump on it. Let's not even talk about the fact that the bank that he uses is also trending. It was an account he just, started just off the bat, from off the USSD platform. And they also contributed money, I think about $1 million to this effort. And brands are now looking at it, I'm like, now that's a grand idea. P-Square, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, what's the bank? What bank?
My bank, it starts with G.
It starts with G, okay. We send it now, I'll confirm before we leave this place now.
P-Square has also come out to drop their own account number. Now, P-Square, by the way, they're back together. The brothers have followed themselves on Instagram, so it's looking like as if we're going to have a P-Square track very soon.
I can't wait
Paul,
for
Peter,
it.
and Jude have been canoodling since the past weekend, so we're expecting something. Mike, how far?
I am the one who's going to verify this.
I've sent it.
We gotta go, guys.
I just sent it.
I'm so excited.
Reach out to me. We gotta go now. We'll be right. Welcome back, people. You're still on To Wake Up Nigeria. Chef Daniel is messing with me already. That's not fair. That's not fair.
I just have to pull it.
Yeah?
I just have to pull it.
You don't know. Wow, really? And I like the hair, by the way.
Thank you.
Nice look. Anyways, this morning we are making egg and plantain frittata. Ooh, this is the kind of breakfast that wakes you up in the morning.
Exactly.
So please go ahead. Let's talk about the ingredients.
Okay, yeah. Because the major ingredient we're going to be using is plantain, of course.
Yeah. Plantain is the new gold.
Of course, like if you know what the price is in the market now, you'll be surprised. Now, of course, we're going to be using egg, some onions, bell peppers, seasoning cube, black pepper, garlic, salt, sausage, scotch bonnet, and instead of using spring onions, I decided to use parsley and celery.
Parsley and celery, right? The ingredients are on your screen right there. People grab a pen and a paper and scribble them down. If it's something that you'd like to try out this morning, please do so. And do not forget to tag us. Take a picture, take a video, and tag us on all our social media platforms at TVC Connect. We would like to know that you are a part of our kitchen segments and our cooking as well happening here. This is Chef Daniel. Let's get cooking, Daniel. Yeah. So what are we starting with? I see a lot of eggs and I see very little plantains. But we have plantains somewhere, you know, just somewhere in the corner.
Hidden.
Yeah.
Hidden.
So what are we starting with?
Okay, so I'm going to start. Normally, you want to start your plantain and egg frittata. Start with your plantain.
Okay, so you
fry
it
plantain
first.
and set aside, yeah.
Okay.
And also work on your veggies as well, to your pepper.
Okay.
So you toss it together for a few seconds.
Okay.
Then you mix it with your egg. But I'm going to start with my plantain.
You know, this is one recipe that confuses me a lot, because then I'm like, you know, it's just plantain and egg. Like, I could just have my plantains and egg instead of having like the plantain and egg frittata. Yeah. But so far, yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with trying this. I mean, it gives it a very exquisite feel, right? Like, it just gives the whole recipe a whole different kind of feel. So it's just eating plantain and egg. You're having it like pizza.
I normally call it one Nigerian pizza. Like,
you call it Nigerian pizza, right?
Pizza,
yeah, because I mean, like, you have some pizza recipes with dodo in it. Anyway, so right now we're about to fry our dodo, and then we are going to start working our veggies, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and getting, oh, look at those plantains.
Golden brown.
Looking really good. All right.
Yeah.
This is really nice. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I see that you, the plantains are sliced, you know, in round shapes. So that's your oil, right?
Yeah, that's my oil.
What are we doing now? We're about to do now.
The pepper. I want to toss the pepper now together, the veggies.
Okay.
The scotch bonnet, yeah.
But that's a very...
It should not be too much.
Okay, very little. Okay.
Very little.
All right. So what pan are we using for the egg plantain frittata?
Okay, so if you want to make your plantain frittata, you can either do it on the cooker or in the oven.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So, because there's no oven present at the moment, so we have to mix it what we have.
Yeah.
So we're going to be using our pan for it.
Okay.
So, this is meant to be a non-stick pan, but I don't want to trust the pan because I have some.
Yeah, it is a non-stick pan, guys. All right, amazing stuff happening here in the kitchen. Pretty excited about this morning's recipe. Yes, we're having plantain and egg frittatas. I can't wait for breakfast to be ready. I know someone watching right now is like, I mean, but I thought you went to the gym yesterday. Yes, I did, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to eat. Well, right now we have to move over to the couch where Mazzino is about to go on for art display.
Well, thank you very much, Yes, indeed, it is time for art display, and today we have with us, we're joined by self-taught, by the way. Now, underline that, self-taught visual artist Karim Ayomide. Now, with more than 5 years' experience, his works are, well, they are a critical view of social, political, and cultural issues, as well as referencing his life principles. Ayomide, you are welcome.
Yeah,
you don't look like an artist. You look like a regular guy who's, you know, who works here at TVC.
People do say that.
Yeah. Now, I'm taking a look at some of your artwork. First of all, I'd like you to define what your art is. What do you tell people? What kind of an artist do you tell people you are?
My art portray social issues, like what happened in our surroundings, what happened in the country, you know, what happened in our lives. Like, it portrays, it has a lot of meaning. Okay. Therein, like, take a look at that work. Like, there's meaning to every artwork.
The one with the lady and the dove, yeah?
No, let me talk about the one, the guy on
the
dress.
Rastaman.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, I try to explain to people how life is, you know. But I'm someone that I can't actually talk to people in an open place, but I use my artwork to, you know, to express my feelings. So, and I'm happy for that.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. That's interesting. You actually said that yourself.
Exactly.
That's cool. Yeah. You're self-taught.
Yes, exactly.
And you've been doing this for how long?
Since when I was in my junior school days. Though I started doing exhibition work 5 years ago,
5 years
like
ago.
more than 5 years now. Let me just say that.
And in those 5 years, has it made you money?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I used to sponsor myself in school.
Interesting. Wow. Interesting. So people actually appreciate your art enough to buy it.
Exactly.
Okay. So we have a couple of them. You've talked about the Rasta man with the thing around his eye. I don't know what it is. A compass or a watch?
The title is Journey of Life.
Journey of Life. Okay. Oh, very interesting. And it's telling what exactly about life?
It's just talking about our life. Sometimes life can be so crazy. You can see the guy like an eye patch, like one of his eyes weak, you know, just trying to improve his vision.
Okay.
So just, I'm trying to tell people that sometimes we make mistakes that affect us personally, that affect our lives. Then we just need to just comport ourselves and try to move on.
Yeah,
that's
nice. Beautiful.
So
I like
that's
that.
what I'm trying to.
These are pencil drawings.
Yeah,
yes?
pencil drawings.
They are so defined.
Yeah, thank you
very much. How long does it take you? Let's take a look at this one. This is The Lady and the Child.
Yeah, Motherhood.
The Motherhood, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
It's very beautiful. It almost looks like as if I can reach out and touch the person.
Yeah.
But it's in black and white. How long does it take you to put something like this together?
Some might take 1 month, some 2 months, some 2 weeks.
Wow.
Then I do for clients for maybe 3 days.
And how much do they pay for, let's say, an artwork?
Yeah,
like
I charge 50K. Started from 50K.
Okay.
So some art worth 200K, 500K, and like that.
There's that one by you there, and it's of I think I've seen that picture somewhere before. The elephant and the little boy with the leaf under the rain.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. What's it called?
This is my first work in the series of Journey of Life.
Okay.
So I just like talking about journey of life,
I can see that. It's a thing with you.
Yeah, exactly, because I have a personal experience, you know. I just want to...
Tell us about that experience.
Okay, no problem. Like, it's just talking about how hard life is, because I've passed through some experience, though you can't really see it on my face, you know. So, like, my personal experience, like, life is somehow crazy at times, but we just have to move on. No matter how crazy it is, I push up. Yeah. Because I study mechanical engineering in school.
Oh, you're an engineer, like Mike. Yeah, that's nice.
So, like, my parents actually, forced me to do that.
Oh, you were forced to do it?
I was forced to do, like, mechanical engineering.
They want your child to be an engineer.
Yeah, exactly. So, as time goes on, I moved into art, started doing art to make money, to sponsor myself in school. So, and let me just say that's it.
Okay, well, that's a very interesting journey, and I can see why it'll influence your art in these cases. Now, the best one here is The Lady and the Dove. It must have some meaning, because that's the realest one to me. I was looking at it really close, and I could see the texture of her face was also captured in the drawing. And these are pencil drawings, guys, pencils. But if you could see it real close, if you were here, you could see it, you'd want to do this to the picture.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
It's that real.
Thank you very much.
Tell us about that one.
That one is, the title is Soulful Conversation.
Okay.
Yeah. I like talking about personal experience.
Yes,
right?
and there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay.
So it's just like me listening to myself, soulful conversation. When you sit down, think about something different. Listen to yourself, observe yourself.
Introspect.
Exactly. Yeah. Listen to yourself, and by that means, like, you'll be able to be creative, to do something good, something
Draw
massive.
Inspiration from the spirit.
Exactly.
That's beautiful,
so
man.
That's
you have such very, very, innate, let me put it that way, forms of art.
Thank you very much.
However, what are you going to do going forward with your art? Is it going to evolve in any way? Because we see a lot of evolution when it comes to art. People are switching to using mechanisms like social media, for instance, to drive it. People are also capturing their art in virtual forms and having virtual exhibitions and stuff like that. What are you going to do about it?
As everything is right now in Nigeria, like, let me just say, you just start, valuing art in Nigeria, Then people that really value art in Nigeria are not ready to, to get it, to buy it, because they don't really value art like other countries like US, UK.
but a few people who do. A
few people.
I have an idea for you.
Okay, no problem.
This is what we're going to do. Let's do a hyper-realistic art of Davido. Since he has 140 million naira now that he's not using. Perhaps maybe we can get 2 million from it. I don't know. I don't know. Davido, are you watching? Do you think, hey, this guy is so good that I'm thinking that he deserves some of that 140 million?
Yeah, actually, I've done for celebrities like normally Mayor of Lagos.
How did they appreciate it?
You know, they tried. They tried. Actually, they posted me on their IG page, and you know.
Fantastic.
I got a lot of followers, and you know, people patronize. Yeah.
Oh, hey, listen, everybody. I think you're a fantastic artist.
Thank you very much.
And I can't wait to see where it's going to take you. Please do that artwork for Davido. You never can tell.
Do you have a connection to it?
Hey, it's TV. It's TV.
Okay, no problem.
There you go.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you guys for watching. And hey, if you guys want to help this young man, we'll drop his account number at the end of the show like Davido. We'll be back. We've got plenty coming your way on Wake Up Nigeria. Stay tuned.
All right, guys. Welcome back. You're still on to Wake Up Nigerian. Yes, we are in the kitchen. My favorite part of the show. Yes, and with me is Chef Daniel. And as you can see, he is working his magic as usual. We are making egg and plantain frittatas this morning. You can look it up if you have no idea what it's about. What is egg and plantain frittata?
Like I said earlier when we started the show, I said, these are on pizza.
Because it's like, you're just on the high today. Anyways, plantain and egg frittata, we'll show you how it's made, and we'll show you what it looks like when it's ready. I see that you have stuff. Let's talk about the recipes first of all.
Okay. I just want to go through it again because I think I went through it already.
Cool.
Let me just talk about it.
The ingredients.
Yeah. Let me start with the plantain, which is very important.
Yeah.
You can't make egg and plantain without plantain.
Yeah.
So when you want to choose a plantain, it should be medium ripe, not too ripe and not unripe.
Okay.
So you want
just fresh.
You don't want it to be too soft. You don't want it to be too hard. Yeah.
Okay.
So because when plantain is normally ripe, it has this sweetness that comes with it, unlike when it's not ripe.
Yeah.
Then also your egg as well too. Use enough egg. Don't do manage. Use enough egg. Then if you want to add some more protein to it, you can add maize meat, you can add sausage, you can add corned beef. So this morning you're going to be using corned beef and sausage.
Sausages.
Yeah. So if there was mince meat, I can add mince meat to it to make it more richer and more filling. Yeah. For myself, not for you this morning.
Wow.
Then also to introduce some some vegetables, I'm going to be using some bell pepper. And for color as well, so
Okay, so are you adding this to this, to the eggs?
Yes, I'll add it to the egg, but not now.
Okay.
After transferring it to the pan, after like 30 seconds, when the egg has started setting up, then I will add pepper to it.
Pepper to it.
Yeah, same as the plantain as well.
At what point does the parsley go in?
When we're almost done.
Okay. Just a little salt sprinkle. Ooh, I see that. All right.
So let's continue.
So let's go. I see that you've already oiled the pan.
Yeah, okay. Another important thing is when you want to oil your pan, make sure that you don't have too much of oil.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, you see the oil coming on top of the frittata. So you want to use medium, like just something very little, just to oil the pan, and that's what you need.
Yeah. So it has a certain kind of technique.
No, I didn't say that, but just make sure that you don't use
that's the exciting thing about some of our guests, our chefs on the show. They come with a certain kind of pizzazz. Yes, that's what I call it. All right. So I see that our pan is hot.
Not too hot.
Okay.
Yeah, because if it's too hot, in no time your egg will start getting burnt.
Okay.
So another trick you can use is if you don't have a non-stick pan, you can use a baking sheet. I think I came with one.
Okay.
So you can use a baking sheet to lay
the eggs.
No, the pan.
Oh, okay.
This won't get burnt.
Okay.
So this won't go.
Okay, so you put this on the pan and then put the eggs in.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Just with a little bit of oil.
All right. So what are we doing next?
So now I want to arrange my plantain.
Okay. So as you can see, guys, we have already fried our plantains. They look gold and yummy. I know.
I'm not sure you're going to eat all of this today. I'm not sure.
Chef Daniel.
You have to come
what
to the kitchen.
What have I done to you?
You have to come to the kitchen to prepare
What did
this.
What did I do to you?
I'm just joking.
Of course you are. You have to be joking.
So
we're going to layer that on. Oh, that looks really good.
So you can, if you don't have time, you probably even cooking for anybody for yourself. You can just arrange as you like, but I like to take my time to arrange my plantain.
So we're just going to layer all those fried plantains on the eggs, and then tossing our veggies, and breakfast will be ready. I can't wait. Can you? Anyways, you have to move on right now to the couch for some book chat with Mike.
Yep, it's our book chat. And our book for review is titled Loud Whispers, Just Because. It's a second volume. Now, this is by Joseph Edgar. He's a maverick, as he likes to describe himself. It's great to have you, Joseph. You are welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, now this is the second volume.
Yep.
That was the first volume.
Yep.
Let's just do a very, very fast recap of what the first volume was all about.
Basically, it's just a compilation of my essays, my articles in this day. So I read a column for this day called Loud Whispers. So I get a lot of feedback, you know, people had missed last week's one, or he said something about the other one, and all that. Because it's very, if I may say so myself, it's a very influential column.
Okay.
I've heard that it's one of the most read columns in the country. So we now packaged the first volume.
Chronicled everything together and all that.
About 5,000 copies went
out.
On this one, another 5,000 copies sold out. So I don't know how you got this.
Okay. So, well, we have our ways. All right, so Loud Whispers, and this is, you have as an annotation there, poking a finger at society's underbelly.
Yeah.
What exactly are you trying to achieve by this?
I'm trying to say those things that people find very difficult to say, and I don't know why, you know, but say with a lot of humor. You understand? So the column is very mischievous. It's very you know, say you look for trouble.
Look for trouble. I can understand.
You know? And it goes to places that most people don't want to go to.
Don't want to go.
Yeah,
yes. So I have gone through the book, and there are some that interest me. Let's see this one. This is at page 30. Uncle Lai Muhammad. Wherefore art thou?
Yeah.
What are you trying to pass across in that particular?
You know, don't forget
this book. This
book came out like 2 years ago, so things have happened. But this particular subject has been very consistent in his approach and outlook. Do you understand? You get, so that's me trying to poke a finger at him. Do you get, using humor, you get to say some very harsh things to him about some of his positions. Do you understand? In national, I think he just comes out there without really. I think he's a very brilliant and very intelligent person. Do you get? And
most of our politicians are.
Yeah, and he does some of these things very deliberately. You get, he says some of these things very deliberately to achieve a certain level of confusion within the system. You get to stymie, you know, the issues, and then so making people lose focus on the real, whatever it is that is the issue on ground.
Okay. Now, this one is a recurring situation. I'm sure this was the one that's about to happen is not what you wrote about here.
No.
ASU strike, enter the dragons.
Yeah.
This dragon, it has come over and over. It's about to come again.
Let me say now. I think the ASU people are just a bloody waste of time. And I'm sorry I'm saying this in public. And it's really not their fault. It's government's fault. Because always go through this education. For me, yes, there has to be some level of buffer where government should make sure that every freeborn Nigerian child is entitled to education, at least at the primary and the secondary level. At the tertiary level, I do not believe that government has any business in tertiary education. So because of that, do you get the funding at that level will continue to be epileptic. So when you say that you're a professor, you're a lecturer, whatever it is you are, you're waiting for government subvention, which is not coming, you're waiting for salaries or whatever it is, you're going on strike every other day, disrupting people's lives, young people's lives, because of your... Look, my uncle, my brother-in-law is a professor. He's a professor of engineering or something like that. And the guy says, look, I don't remember that, so I don't believe in all these strike things, because I came to educate and enlighten young people.
But how do they get the... what is the entitlement?
Government should sell the schools. I've written about that. Government should sell the damn schools. Yes, government should privatize the whole thing. I don't want to say this up front. My daughter got admission to a school in Scotland. We pay school fees, and they say they cannot continue that education. I asked them, I say, why? They say because that particular lecturer couldn't attract the minimum number of students that will cover his cost. That's how it's done in normal places.
Oh, wow.
So here, whether it's 3 people are coming to your class or not, government will pay you. And when does not come, you say you're going on strike. Go out there and take the risk. Sell your intellect. So in normal times, if I want to choose a course, I'm looking at the profile of the lecturer. Are you getting me now? Does it make sense? Who and what pass through him? Did he teach Wale Soyinka? Are you getting me now? Then I register for his course.
That counts.
So if I don't register for him, if he doesn't get that benchmark,
It's antecedent.
it's over. Are you getting me now? So that pushes that lecturer to be very serious with his job. Not be selling handouts of 600 years ago. Do research. Be at the forefront of educational pursuit. Because you now attract grants, you attract students who register, you pay your salary and give back to the school. So what we're seeing here now is business on both sides. On the government side and also on the lecturers' side. Who, whether they do anything or not, they expect to be paid.
They expect to be
and
paid.
Look at it now. The economy is a monoproduct economy. Oil prices are dropping wherever it is. So there's insecurity everywhere. Government's priority right now is security. Northeast, southeast. Are you getting me now? So by the time they now start dividing the so-called budget, which is now less than what they used to have, education will suffer. Are you getting me now? So government, to me, as Joseph Edgar says now here, must guarantee primary and secondary education.
Minimum,
Tertiary education
basic
is this thing.
requirement.
And if we begin to see what's happening in Nigeria today, the youths, people today now, crazy bunch of people, you get. But you guys have been able to do something we couldn't do in our own generation. We were trained for servitude. We went to school to learn how to come and serve. Again, so those days, when I go to school, what do you want to be? Engineer, doctor, lawyer. I mean, you want to be a musician, your father can kill you. When my father asked me, what do you want to be? I want to be a writer. He knocked me, oh. He knocked me. Are you for real?
Yeah.
I get me now. But the youth of today have shown that the present structure of education, academic education, again, is ineffective for today's country, today's economy.
Wow.
Are you getting me now? So at the end of the day, government should not start spending too much resources on tertiary education, but government should provide an environment where if you want to go to university, you will go. If you want to be a cook after secondary school, you will go. If you want to be a photographer, you will go and find yourself.
Thank you so much. I wish I had much more time, but it was quite an expose. You have something here, Davido and the police. It would have been nice to hear your thoughts on that one, but we have to go now. Thank you so much. This is quite something, Joseph Edgar. And yeah, you should go cop a copy. And Loud Whispers.
It's finished.
It's finished. Again. You don't produce it more.
No.
If someone want to buy.
Nah, move on.
I can see that inside there, when you're growing up, that conch was deserved. You have been a stomach. Thank you so much, Joseph. It was great having you on the show. All right.
What I'm doing.
Whatever.
Does it remind you of anything?
No, it doesn't. It is safe to say we save all the fun stuff for the second round of the show. So,
yes, indeed, people.
welcome.
I had a great time in the first hour. What do you guys think? Yeah, I'm sure you guys did too.
I mean, everyone knows we raise things a notch higher in the second hour of the show. So, if you call the first hour great,
second hour is
the
greater.
next 45 minutes is going to blow your mind.
Of course,
guys.
inside that 45 minutes, we've got the kitchen coming. It's going to be absolutely correct. You guys are going to love it. Now, it's also bringing us closer to some content that we've been teasing from before. So you guys just hang in there. You guys are going to love what we have coming your way. Now, remember that you can stream the show live at tvcentertainment.tv and also on Facebook as we are on the air. We are at TVC Connect on Facebook. My name is Mazino Appeal.
And I am Email Koche. Do not forget that you can send in your comments on all our social media platforms at TVC Connect. Do not forget to use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria. Did you catch up on what we talked about on What's Up and About on the Davido's Ish? What are your thoughts? Please send in those comments right now.
Yes, indeed. All right, so now let's let you guys know what we have coming up. It's a good morning to be talking about, well, you and your endeavors at the gym and all of that. Because, I don't know if you guys saw the Oprah interview with Adele.
Adele.
Yeah, on BBC. It was very, very interesting, actually. And I thought about something. Some people go to the gym or want to change what they look like because of people's influence or people's preference or what people are thinking about your body. Oh, you're too big, you're too small. But she said something very, very interesting. She
It's
said,
not your business.
I did it for me.
Yeah.
It's not your business. I mean, leave all this in.
business.
It just made me feel good. And if my going from being heavy to being lighter affected you in some sort of way, like, oh, if she can do it, maybe I should be. No, it's not supposed to be. It's just, hey, your preference or what you feel like being at any particular time.
I think it's not even just about one's weight. people just like to meddle in people's business.
Yeah.
For example, I have 2 daughters, and I still hear people come at me, don't you think you should add a boy? Hello, it's not your ovaries. Go and use yours for whatever you want to use it for.
But really, this one you just mentioned, I was about to go in light on this one you just mentioned. He reached a conk person.
He reached a what?
He reached a conk person.
Oh, true. I agree.
Seriously.
With you. Yeah.
Do you know what somebody might have gone through at that stage, and you just feel like, and they will seriously say it as if, you just go on to one apple thing.
Exactly.
Where's the body?
They sell it at
so like when
ShopRite.
we're plucking, you know, no. But something I just want to say about all of this is that if what people are clamoring for is healthy for you, whether it's for them or for you, just do it.
A bit of consideration. You should give a bit of consideration.
Yeah.
If it's about, you know, healthy, if it's about moving, you know, if it's about being positive, so do it. Try.
Anyways, we have to move on to the weather now. Let's see what that's about.
Welcome to the second hour here for Wake Up Nigeria for Thursday. My name is Mazino Appeal. Let's do the news. And we begin with the sad story in Lagos, where barely 16 days after a 21-story building collapsed in Ikoyi area of the state, another building has caved in at the Sunnyfield Flour Mills estate in Magwan area of Badagry. Now, according to the Lagos State Fire and Rescue Service Badagry Station, 5 persons from the under-construction building have been rescued, while efforts are ongoing to rescue an unspecified number of persons trapped under the rubble. The victims, which are mainly construction workers, were rescued while with varying degrees of injuries, but in stable condition. They have now been taken to nearby hospitals for treatment. However, 4 adult males have been confirmed dead. From Lagos now, let's move on to Abuja, where the Federal Executive Council has approved a draft bill for the establishment of a Federal University of Health Science in Otukpo, Benue State. Also among other approvals given was the enactment of the Civil Defense Corrections Fire Immigration Service Board Bill 2021 and consequent repeal of the Immigration and Prison Service Board Act Caption 12, Law of the Federation of Nigeria 2004. The FCT Minister Mohammed Musa Bello also obtained approval for the procurement of a light-duty towing truck, including a 10-ton crane attachment for the Directorate of Road Traffic Services under the Federal Capital Territory Administration.
University of Health Sciences was approved and is to be sited in Otukpo, Benue State. Federal University of Health Sciences to be sited in Otukpo, Benue State.
On behalf of the Ministry of Interior, I present a memo to the Federal Executive Council seeking approval for a bill for now to repeal the Immigration and Prison Services Board Act Cap 12, Law of the Federation of Nigeria, LFN, 2004.
Moving on now to outside Nigeria, Australia police are hopeful of an imminent breakthrough in the case of missing 3-year-old William Tyrrell, who disappeared 7 years ago. The New South Wales Premier, Dominic Portet, said that the signs and reportings coming from the police investigations were very encouraging and police were doing a phenomenal job. He was commenting after the police revealed that they had seized the car linked to the case as part of their investigation. The grey Mazda was seized from a home in Gimea in Sydney South under a coronial order on 9th of November. Now, it's undergoing extensive forensic examination, which could take weeks. William went missing while wearing his Spider-Man suit and playing at his foster grandmother's home in 2014. In a case that has attracted national attention, it's the 3rd day of a renewed search for the remains of the boy, with officers combing the mid-North Coast property where he was last seen. And that's it for the news. And you're welcome back, and we've been joined by a very gorgeous lady, and I don't just say that lightly. Now, the face of La Mode 2021, Gulliver Search, Angela. Now, she's an entrepreneur model. She's a makeup artist, beauty influencer, and a content creator. Welcome to the show, Gulliver.
Thank you very
much. What does Gulliver mean?
Rejoice.
Rejoice. Oh, nice. Oh, there's that song, Gulliver, rejoice, rejoice. It all makes sense now.
Yeah.
Good to have you here. So you're a content creator, you're a makeup artist. Makeup artists, I realize when you meet them, they often have a particular kind of makeup they like to put on when they're going out to see people, or to meet people, or to be on TV. It's often nude, and that's what you're displaying today. Am I correct?
Yes.
Why is that a thing?
I feel like it's because we don't want to stress too much to wear makeup on ourselves, as opposed to putting makeup on other people. We have more time, we want to focus more, and, you know, serve them better.
So we're going to talk about that. Along with that, we're also going to talk about makeup for men. So get ready, because I think it's a thing that's actually coming to, you know, the fore nowadays. Let's talk about the art of makeup, doing makeup. It's something that people just write on their Instagram page, MUA, makeup artist. But it's actually a profession. And for someone like you, you actually do this. You make money from it, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Actually, I make more money from content creating, but at the side, I do makeup for other people. So most times, I do content creating and create makeup looks on my face and then post on social media platforms. And then brands locate me and send me.
So what's the interest when you do makeup for just you, put it on Instagram? What are they looking to, what are they attracted to?
To sell their brand. They want to sell their brand.
Often makeup brands.
Yeah, makeup, skincare, hair. It could be hair as well, because you could do makeup and look nice, and the hair brand will want to reach out to you and be like, oh, you look good. Could you, you know, advertise for my hair brand?
All right, so let's cross into gender now. There are also makeup artists who are male, female makeup artists who are, people who provide services for women but are male. And it seems like it's the bigger part of the industry now. I see more male makeup artists than female makeup artists. Why is this a thing?
Anybody can do makeup.
Oh, definitely. Don't get me wrong. Anybody can. Why are the ladies sitting back and letting the guys take a
Are the ladies sitting back?
Yes,
I feel like it's because when you see a male doing makeup, it's like, wow. So more attention goes to them because, wow, this is a man.
Do you think they could make more money?
Yes, of course.
Why?
I feel like, well, people would sometimes want to work with male makeup artists than female makeup artists because they feel like maybe they may be calmer, you know, no mood swings and all of that.
No mood swings. She said it, I didn't.
Well.
Interesting facts there. I would never have thought of that, but it's all good. All right, let's talk about male makeup. So since I started live television only a year and a half ago, I've realized that I've become... I have a set upstairs which I often look at. Oh, this is expiring. I need a new one. I need a certain kind of color, a blend of this. I'm interested in it. And I actually discovered that there are men who don't go out without makeup. Even on a regular day, men are beginning to use makeup. This is not a concern, but what do you think about this? Is it something that men should regularly just wake up in the morning, they're going to work in a bank, and then put on makeup and everything?
I feel like do whatever you're happy with. I mean, I appreciate it when I see some men are also content creators wear makeup and it looks good. Your skin work is good, your brows are looking good, and you're looking nice. I don't see anything wrong. I mean, people see something wrong with that, but I don't see anything wrong with it. If you were here and you wore makeup and your skin work was really nice, I would be like, wow, I love your makeup. I just appreciate the beauty. And if it makes you happy, then why should anybody be concerned?
Fantastic. I absolutely agree with you. This is what I thought myself. So we want to talk about your beauty queen experience. Now, you have experience from what year was that?
This year.
This year, okay.
July.
Okay. And you came out as?
The winner of Face of La Mode.
Face of La Mode. Now, how was that experience for you?
It was mind-blowing. It was so many things. It taught me a lot. It was my first ever like major competition that I actually won. I had actually been trying in the previous years, but I didn't win or didn't even place. But then this year, I told God that, God, this is the year, and I participated.
What did it take to win? Was it just about your abilities?
So we had tasks. We actually, basically, you just had people to vote for you, and then that was like the main criteria to winning, right? But every week, we had tasks. The competition went on for 1 month. It was an online competition.
Okay.
Yes, and we had tasks every week. And I feel like the more effort you put into your task, the more, you know, look like or are placed as a potential winner, but the main criteria was, you know, getting the highest votes. The person with the highest amount of votes won, and then
obviously, it's Instagram is a visual thing, so the better you are at these things, so you're gonna.
No, it wasn't even on Instagram; it was on a website, so people had to pay.
Oh, okay.
To vote.
Okay, well, that's good. That's very good. Now, regarding that, being a beauty queen, no, not a beauty queen, but a face for a brand, what are you looking to do next after this? Are you going to take this whole makeup thing, this whole Gulliver, this Rejoice brand? Where are you going to take it? What's it going to do?
Definitely. I plan on furthering my makeup career. And I also studied psychology in the university, so I'm a psychology graduate. And I am so keen about mental health and mental health advocacy. And so I just want to, you know, be that person who would spread more news about mental health in Nigeria, you know, and also help people who are mentally disabled or people who basically have impairments, and just tell the world more, and Nigeria most especially, because it's a topic that, I mean, it's growing now. It's growing now. So when you say something, let's say, for example, oh, he has schizophrenia, they're like, no, there's nothing like that, God forbid, or let's take him for deliverance and all of that. I just want to be that voice to speak to people. It's not something to be discriminated for. But you can, you know, look for ways. It has to
be a conversation that people have to talk about. Gulliver, you are not just beautiful, you are also intelligent.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming on the show. We'll be looking forward to your future efforts, especially when it comes to mental health as well.
Thank you.
All righty. Well, thank you very much for watching, people.
Welcome back, people. You're still on to Wake Up Nigeria. And yes, our final guest is here with us. And he's a contestant from the ongoing, or was a contestant from the ongoing Gulliver Ultimate Search, Oreva Ogene Gospel Obo. He's a model, an MC that runs his own lighting company.
I also learned that he plays a bass guitar. I don't know if he brought his bass guitar today because I'm expecting that he's going to play something for us, but he conveniently did not come on set with it. However, it's good to have you here, man. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Man.
Thank
After
you
so long in the jungle, it's good to have you back here where there's AC and good food. What was your experience like?
My experience in the jungle, in a few words, I would say crazy, exciting, annoying as well. Imagine, okay, during the first week, we had meals without salt.
Like, was that deliberate?
It wasn't deliberate. I think somehow we forgot to pick salt because at the beginning of the jungle, we had to just pick up food and in 20 seconds. So I think everyone left the salt out, you get. So for 1 week, we had to suffer for that, like eating without salt, waking up in the morning. And the most annoying part of it is they still call it breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Come on. Like in the morning, you get a scoop of gari, which isn't even up to a cup. So most of us, since you know you won't...
Person?
Yeah, for each person. No, for each person. So we have one small plate like that. So when you share, so some people, they keep theirs, they half. And
so they
keep the half for lunch, you get. And in the evening, you know, there are very few meals you can actually have without salt. And I think yam is one of them. So we're actually having yam for like, we're having yam back to back. Yam and oil in the morning, you drink gari. For some, they keep their gari.
How does that affect your strength? Because it's a very physical show.
Good Ultimate Search has been a physical stuff from years back. So most times, like, you remember I said it was annoying at some point because, come on, I wasn't eating. Like, I think I can remember there was a day I didn't eat at all because the rice we had, it was without salt, so much pepper, and in fact, the sand content in the rice was more than the pepper you get.
Oh my goodness!
So it was so annoying. I just had to give the food out to. I think we had some chickens, like 2 chickens.
Are you serious?
So I just gave them out, and that day I was so angry. And you know, after then, immediately it was task. And you don't even have an excuse. You get. So, it was crazy. Imagine you baiting at one point and the other girl is baiting at this point. Now you're done baiting, you can't even come out. Because if you come out, you would see her. So she would tell you, wait for me, I'm almost done. So I would be like, okay, they wait to do fast, you get. So it was crazy. And the most crazy part of the whole experience was, I think, there was one day, you know, before I got into the jungle, I had this notion in my mind, like, I would suffer for maybe like a Monday till Saturday, then maybe a Sunday. They would use their church mind
To let you
and
guys
prepare rice for us.
That didn't
I
happen.
never knew that the suffering was like for the whole
7
week.
days of the week, man.
I swear, man, like the suffering was, you don't eat, you stress, under the sun.
Okay, sorry, go ahead,
Yeah.
MM.
All right, it seems like a roller coaster of emotions for you.
Yeah.
Right. Now, let's talk about your expectations. Before you went into the house, what were your expectations? And did it meet your expectations or was it beyond?
First of all, it wasn't the house.
Nah, it was
So
a
before I
jungle.
went into the jungle,
Before you went into the jungle, yeah, before you went in for the show.
my expectations obviously was to compete and win, but it was rather unfortunate I had to leave as at when I left. Yeah, basically it was just to win, and secondly, if I don't win, because I know myself, I know my strength level, so if I don't win, at least I should be amongst top 5. Like, that should be like the minimum you get. So, but...
What happened?
I
What was
think
that task?
the task
that
was, I
took you
think,
out?
break the tiles. So it was a task for the clans to play against themselves.
Okay.
So I think we've been winning, my clan, Erin clan, has been winning tasks back to back. You get, so it got the other clans kind of angry, and we've been giving gift as well in the place of talking drum. So on that day when they had the opportunity to actually play against, for the clans to play against themselves, so everyone just focused on Erin clan.
Yeah.
And they took us out.
Eliminate
So
the
it was
big
like,
guy.
Yeah, it was like 8
They're like, they're
against.
going to go for
It's
you
a good
guys.
strategy.
Yeah.
But I have a very interesting question now. While you guys were inside of the jungle, there was a lot happening outside the jungle as well.
Yeah.
There was the moment when the host was introduced, and that's Toke Makinwa. And it had a lot of, it
Backlash.
swayed a lot of people's preference for the show. Having someone who's not really known for her physical features be the host of Gulliver Ultimate Search for the first time in so many seasons. And I don't know if that impacted the players inside of the show as well. Did you guys say, why is he talking Makinwa? Why not somebody who's got hair on his chest and truly like looks like a fence or something like that?
Well, I feel, or I think rather, we thought about that, but on the second thought, you can't even do anything about it. But we were more free when Kunle was handling the talking drum. Like, at least we could have some moments where we could smile at each other. We could tell.
You couldn't do that with Toke?
We couldn't mind. Every moment with Toke was like, you were in a judgment seat. Like, my clan wasn't, most times we win the task, so we weren't even up for eviction, but me seated there, I'm still tense because of the atmosphere, her mood, she doesn't smile.
Really?
You get, so...
Do you think she played that
Did she
character
play the role
well?
Yeah, I think she did pretty well with the character, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So all the grief she's getting from people saying, oh, you're not right for the show, do you think it's worth it? Do you think anybody could have done it better?
Well, I can't say really, but I think she did what she did. She worked with the script, you get.
Yeah.
So I think she was professional on it.
And
people outside may not understand. So we that were opportune to see how everything ran, so we understand
Thank you
better.
for the inside
All
perspective.
right, thank you so much. I know that you're into bass guitars. Is there music down the line? Tell us what's next for you.
Okay, for the bass guitar part.
Which you did not bring conveniently, or
yeah, because I actually do that, like, would I say, like once or twice a year for bass guitar when an event comes up for my fellowship, which is CFI. So if they have like a camp meeting, would have to go form a team or just rebrand the team, then deliver via music. You get, but that's not major for me. My brand, RV Events and Lighting, is actually major for me right now. So after the show, I think I want to take the brand notches higher than it was.
Okay.
And I also want to explore other areas of entertainment, like more of modeling, acting,
That'll be good.
branding. Like, come on.
There's
The
a lot.
body is there, the face is there.
I can
Come on,
say, if you say so
Yes.
yourself, if Blizzard fall from tree and nobody clap
Yeah.
around me, go clap by
Nice,
himself.
Yeah, so
Tell you
well
what,
done, well
we have
done.
something with salt. Our food has salt today.
Luckily.
So we're going to invite you over to the kitchen where we prepared a very interesting
that would be
breakfast.
nice.
Emma, you want to help him out?
Yes, sure, please.
Bring him. Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead, you can get
Go
up.
ahead, after you, please.
Mike is also there.
This way,
right?
yeah. All right. Welcome to the kitchen. And yes, this is Chef Daniel. That's Mike over there. So please have a seat.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes, go ahead. Sit down. Let's serve you breakfast, not the breakfast. This is the actual breakfast. And yes, welcome. Chef Daniel has been hard at work. This is egg and plantain frittata.
Yes, nice.
So we would like you to have a taste and let us know what you think about it.
Oh, okay.
It's like pizza.
I know it looks like pizza, right? Great. Well done.
Chef Daniel, right?
Yes, Chef Daniel.
Well, if I were to rate this, I think there's like a 101%.
Yeah.
It's really, really nice. You did a great
Nice.
job. Thank
Well
you so
done,
much.
well done.
Thank you so
What
much.
was the first meal you had immediately you left the jungle?
I think that was rice.
Jollof rice. You seem to like rice a lot.
I'm not even a fan of rice. I'm not
Okay.
even a fan of rice. I'm a fan of beans.
Yeah, but I'm
really.
sure you couldn't wait to eat something with salt.
Yeah. I had no choice as at then. Like, just bring anything as long as it has salt.
All right.
I would take it.
All right. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. And thank you, Chef Daniel.
Thank you.
Been amazing.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
No,
Mazino.
don't forget Mazino on the couch.
You got words for
Hey guys, it's been one good Thursday, I would say, and I can't wait for tomorrow because it's going to be game day. Join us then for the show.
Yeah. All right. You have an amazing day, people.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.